Okay, let's do this. So, first off, about your room page, like, I think this room page is kinda, it's like decent, but whenever I like look at what the very best ADCs are doing at the moment, I think probably none of them goes for AD queens or lifesteal queens anymore. Everyone seems to be going for full attack speed. It might seem like the nerf to lifesteal queens was like minimal, going from 2% to 1.5, but in reality it's pretty big deal. Like, I think Forgiven was like the first guy to do it at the pro level, to go in for the attack speed queens. I mean, he even used like attack speed glyphs sometimes. Like, I recently watched like the page of Reckless, and it was like 17% attack speed or something like that with AD max. For seals it's like, basically ammo is also better for seals if there's like no decisive all-in the early game, because every point of ammo is basically sustain, and flat HP does nothing for your sustain. The more you trade, the longer you stay in lane, the more you have lifesteal, the better the ammo becomes. Yeah, and of course the big mistake this time for you was to not spend all the mastery points, but not much about that. Of course the 9 in defense is probably the standard that everyone almost always goes for. Yeah, magic resistance per level blues are like pretty good. I guess it would have to depend on the lane you are against, because if you come to lane with 30 MR and you're against someone like Syra or Vel'Koz, which is the type of support I play, like, I would just fucking destroy anyone with 30 magic resistance. But then again, if it's not someone who pokes a lot with magic damage, then the per level is for sure better. And it's also even common to mix them to get like 5 flat and 4 scaling, but and also I think, oh fuck, was I looking at the wrong page? Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. And also it's pretty common to have like 3 attack speed glyphs, but yeah, not much else to say about. I'm sure you can find the challenger or LCS AD carries. Also, I think I have a really good thing you might want to see. This basically has all the games from the worlds. Yeah, it has all the games from the worlds, and it has all the runes and masteries by every AD carry that played in that tournament, so it might take some time to go through that shit, but yeah, you should get a good idea what people think is the best right now. But anyway, let's get to the game. Oh yeah, I need to sweep the view. Switch the view. Yeah. Not much going on at the level 1. I think a pretty important part of bot lane comes right now. Like, if you spend too much time at the buff leashing for your jungler, you get to lane behind, and then it's an advantage for your opponent. So yeah, you gave 3 auto attacks and 20 long way. Like, I think, well, basically I always only give 2 auto attacks and maybe a spell. I don't think you missed any XP, but I think the Draven was in lane first, so it's even at the moment. But if you went the short way and only gave 2 auto attacks, maybe you could be ahead at this moment. And someone like Blitzcrank, well, this is like just maybe him being bad, but I think he should give you a hand with pushing through. Yeah, so yeah, you're not really getting the level advantage you might want to have. But it's fine. Like, it's just a kind of a goal I have in every game. Like, because you can get so much advantage from that. Like, if you were to hit level 2 clearly before them, you might get a free kill from that, and it never really stops working. Like, maybe at diamond people start to like retreat in time because they notice that you are pushing pretty hard, and they know that minions deal damage, and that you would get the level 2 first. But yeah, you always want to try getting it first, and always want to abuse it as much as you can. But for sure, like, some of it was like down to this Blitzcrank as well. And like, I don't understand this item build. First of all, like, I think as melee support you should always get the relic, and because it will also help you push really hard. But yeah, that's not really helping you unless when you get to play support. But it's like the basic shit everyone playing bot lane should know. Even the guys who don't main bot lane, but like right now it's pretty hard for you to do anything, but because Blitzcrank is junk and he has no sustain. Basically you're just now trying to get farm, and Blitz is trying to get the lucky hook, but actually even that hook would have been pretty bad idea, because you really need the help of your tower right now. Like, if he hooks Syra, I don't think you have the burst to kill her, and then it would probably just be a free kill because Blitzcrank would die. Like, okay, he lands a hook, and he had already no mana barriers. I don't know about that. So you get the trade here. Well, actually this is pretty good for your lane. You get the kill and Draven doesn't get. And also you get the XP advantage because you get to stay in lane. I think you should just shove it real hard right now. Like, you just use all your spells, and yeah, I guess you're doing. You kinda want the lane to reach the tower before you recall, so you don't lose the minion EXP that much. Yeah, it's a good recall by you. 2000 go. What? Yeah, Phage first. You might consider getting mana potions too. Like if you run out of mana, it's really hard to do anything. I think I've seen a lot of pros getting those mana potions just to have the strength to trade always, because if you indeed run out of mana before your opponent does, it's really hard to win. Yeah, you get the good hook, have to use heal, but Raven is at high health and you get the level 6. I think Draven has an advantage in this lane until level 6 at least, but you're doing fine. Again, you should get the recall done quickly. Yeah, I think you know to do this shit. Yeah, your CS could be a lot better. I didn't really pay attention like where you missed some, but I guess getting pushed in like you did at the start, and with Blitzcrank getting zoned that hard, like I guess it makes the CSing a bit harder, but it's not like a big issue. But yeah, it's mostly from having the weaker level 1 and 2. But at least you have the 3 kills, like yeah, you're well ahead in this lane, like well about that. But that changes things a bit, but I'm not sure if you really had the chance to survive that shit. Oh, what the fuck? Why am I so bad at watching the replays? Wait. Why is my keyboard not working? Like, oh my fucking god. What is this shit? And of course it fucking crashes on me. I think I can reopen it real fast. Like, I was just wanting to see if there was like any indication that Malphite could be there. But I think sometimes that ganks like that are just like unavoidable. It's pretty hard to have like map awareness as AD carry to know where the Malphite was last seen, and then to like respect the unwarded brush or something like that. So I guess the op.gg replays have that bug where I can't rewind them at all. I just have to go forward slowly and pause it when I need it. I don't even remember when was it, like 9 minutes or something. I guess I have to watch the Malphite to know. So yeah, let's see now. Oh, you had the full vision actually, if you had watched the map. And also the ward disappeared, so if you knew the ward timer, you would have known that the mall fight was there. But yeah, we saw him in the ward just about here, and then they trinketed it. Like, we only saw him for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds, but yeah, I don't know. You just have to see that. But it's not a huge mistake. I run into that shit all the time, like not maybe realizing that maybe my ward was cleared or something like that. You still have a pretty good advantage, I guess. Well, actually you are even in gold because of, I guess, Draven's passive. And did they also get some global gold maybe? I don't think they did. Hey, you could have gotten that Gyra kill. I don't think she had any spells. We just went for it with W. She had no way. Oh well, she had flash actually, but you could have gotten the flash. And yeah, I think you had that kill if you had paused to go for it. But I don't really blame you. Like, I often don't really go for those as well. I think with W and with W in, you could have just killed her with like one auto attack with Sheen or something like that, and then maybe you need to use heal to get out, but you would still get that kill. Yeah, it's not a big mistake or anything like that. It's just playing it safe. Like, if Zyra had exhaust or something like that, it could have been a huge mistake to go for it. I think the replay showed that you had W, but maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, I don't consider that play a mistake, at all. Oh yeah, I was kind of watching it too fast and wasn't really looking at your flash, but I'm not really looking for that much about, mechanical errors or something like that. I think those are pretty easy to notice without anyone's help anyways. Oh shit. Okay, it's good that you saved the W there. If you just went ham, you would have just died for free. That's how you need to play AD carry, not using the W to go in a lot of the times. And then they do some kind of really weird aggressive play and you get even more money from that. Okay, so around this time is also a decision making time, like do I keep pushing the lane to tier 2 or do I go mid and take the mid tower, or what the fuck should I do? But yeah, the most important thing is to, I think, get farm, and the easiest way to do that is by pushing the bottom tower for sure. And you find the Draven, but you also find the Malphite. I think Blitzcrank wastes a flash. Oh no, he doesn't. He gets away. And will Jet be a dumbass? Well, yeah, good decision by him to not go for it. But yeah, you really wanna make like good use of your time. Like you are always on the fucking clock. You need to reach your items like constantly, getting those upgrades, getting the next big item, because if you get behind as AD carry, it's just too painful to play at all. Like, I mean, if you don't have the damage, what the fuck can you do? There's nothing you can do. You need the fucking 3-shotting damage, like IE next, like go go go. That's how it goes. Yeah, good decision going bot lane. Maybe could have stayed mid as well, but it was like not that safe actually, because the warding wasn't like perfect at all. I think you can stay bot with the rockets. Oh, but yeah, I think you have to leave. Yeah, 2v1. Can't really risk. You can just let it go. Like your 20 minutes CS, I think it could be better, but you still have those nice 4 kills and 3 assists. So. And if we compare to Draven, he's actually 800 gold behind you, so you're doing fine. But again, it's like with slightly better support and slightly better early game plays, you could have had that 40 more CS maybe. And that makes a difference in your games. Like, every gold is so important. And then we go to mid lane, yeah. The thing is, if you don't get something done, it's just waste of time. Yeah, I do suggest like having someone who enjoys You mean like this, so that the junglers and supports and top laners match? Yeah, okay, I've done that. But yeah, I mean, I think most people make the mistake of like thinking they really need to duo queue to play bot lane in solo queue, and then one of the two guys doesn't really want to play the support or something like that, or okay, let's go play bot lane for fun. And but the thing is, like, if you duo queue, your matchmaker rating goes up. So unless you're smurfing or just not really reach your real MMR yet, you will have harder time if you duo queue. And then maybe some people also get into the mindset like when they do that they play for fun now that their team is like against them. It's like 2 people against 3 people or something like that. It's kind of gets to some. It gets kind of nasty sometimes with the duo queues, but personally I've had a lot of success with duo queuing when I play with a nice guy who thinks the game the same way as I do, but yeah, it just you need to find the right guy for that. It needs to be fun, it needs to be try hard, you need to like criticize each other but also like think about the games together. Like that's like the I think biggest advantage. You can like motivate each other and think about the mistakes together, and it also helps to have someone who doesn't hopefully rage quit and shit like that, who doesn't troll. So yeah. So that's my thoughts on duo queuing. You don't really need to do it, but with the right guy it's great. But yeah, you need to do it for the right reasons. So yeah, more towers, more kills. It's going great. Well, actually not getting this tower, but it's fine. And you have the IE, I guess. Yeah, just going bot lane for Morph. And you face check into a Malphite, and then your team is fighting in the mid lane and you are joining the fight. And you have a W ready just about now. Yeah. I don't think you needed to flash there or even heal. I think you if you just were a bit more patient with the W, I think you would have had him without the use of summoners. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you didn't need to use summoners. Yeah. But if you get a kill every time you use summoners, it's like it's still not like bad times, but for sure you need to think about your flash usage as AD carry. It's what saves you against shit like Malphite ultimate and Tryndamere that is ghosting on your ass. Like you need to get the flash over wall sometimes. Just having W is not always enough, so I'm really like calculated with my flash use as AD carry user. I guess you didn't really push the bot lane this game as much as I would have liked you to. But yeah, you kinda need some wards to do it. Like I'm not sure you could like 2v1 the Zyra and Draven. Not if you get exhausted anyways. What champions I would recommend? Depends on what role you wanna play. If you have to play support, I would pretty much always recommend anyone to play Zyra or like Vel'Koz and shit like that. It's much easier to get good at the AP supports and not really having to rely on your AD carry. And as jungler, for jungling, I really fucking like Warwick. Warwick is real good, and Ramus. I think most people get real bored of Warwick, but I'm like undefeated on Warwick 11 games this season. Like, yeah. And I also like Amumu for jungling. Like I get, I go for an AP build usually if it's an even game or if I'm ahead. But maybe if I'm feeding like early, I have to get tanky because I'm not gonna have enough AP anyway. And for top lane, I actually pretty much only play Heimerdinger in top lane at the moment. It's just really easy to play, like it's fucking cheesy. I think I just get turrets at level 1, 3 turrets level 1 and push the lane so fucking hard that the other guy can't get any CS, so I'm just poking him down, and if jungler comes to gank, I kill the jungler and the top laner 1v2. I'm not even joking about that. It was my go-to to all the way to Diamond 1. And mid lane I don't play that much. But I also played Heimerdinger in the mid lane, and I guess I also play Vel'Koz in the mid lane. And I would recommend Syndra for sure. And Fizz and Zed are probably one of the easiest ones to carry with as well. Well, I don't think Zed is that easy, but you have a lot of tools to do, like split pushing and shit like that, and that shit can really carry a game. Well, the thing about Thresh and Leona is that, well, first of all, I don't really like to play them at all in solo queue. Like, I have like never played Thresh in a ranked game actually. I just couldn't get used to playing like I had some fun with him when he was like broken OP, but when they nerfed him he was like becoming not that great at lane anymore, so I didn't really like him. But if you wanna play the more traditional supports, like I guess Leona is easy to play, but she also has the issue that she can't do anything alone. Like it's the same with Thresh, and I don't really like those supports that much. But when I do play utility supports like that who can do pretty much anything alone, I think my favorites are Janna and Nami at the moment. Like I think they always have like good tools and a decent enough laning phase for me to like to enjoy playing them. Like Nami, for example, with W at level 1 and going maybe even E level 2, you can be really aggressive and get a lot of poke done, win a lot of trades and shit like that. And with Janna, it's you have like less power on your own, but if your AD carry is good, then Janna is like excellent. But with the problem with Janna is that if you get like AD carry who's not good at all, then you are just like, it's just so hopeless. And also when you play someone like Janna and your AD carry is like Ezreal or Vayne, it's like really hard to win the lane sometimes, unless your AD carry again is real good and the enemy makes mistakes where you somehow get to punish them with the shield and shit like that. So anyway, back to the Corki game. I think clearly that the way you have played is working for you. You are not dying. I think your item build is pretty much exactly what I get. I think Trinity Force into IE is the strongest build by far, and Last Whisper is a very good third item. And yeah, and even I guess you go for Banshee as well, and I think it's an excellent fourth item, so there's really not much to say there. And I guess if you wanted to be more manly, you could get Bloodthirster or Ruined King. Funny thing is, I think I've seen a lot of Corgis go for I mean at the pro level and shit like that, to go for Trinity Force into Ruined King, but I don't really like that build at all. Like, I think it's not really the way I like to play Corki. I like to have the burst to like one-shot people with the Trinity Force, i.e. it's so much damage. And Rocket and Q, you can land all that shit at the same time. Oh, and they get the fucking Baron. And you go in and Tryndamere has the ultimate, but you get out and Tryndamere fucks up the fucking spin. But yeah, I don't think that was on you. Yeah, I think you're correct to go for defensive items. It's so easy to get greedy with them. I think what happens to many AD carries in solo queue is as they get fed, they go for more and more damage until they have like almost too much damage. Well, that's not the real issue, but the real issue is that they think they have so much damage that they can like play with the worst positioning and shit like that, but they always seem to forget that they are the squishiest role or champion in the game, and then they fucking die to Malphite ultimate at the initiate or something like that, or try to duel at Tryndamere or something like that, and then they just repeat that a few times, and then they throw the game where they had like 10-0 lead in the kills. So that was that. I'm not really sure what else I could say about that game. I guess I didn't pay that much attention to the fights that were happening, but I think you were doing just fine there. You were dying to Syndra ultimates, your Malphite ultimates, or Tryndamere wasn't killing you, so clearly positioning was good enough. And you were doing a lot of damage in the fights, I think. But I think the biggest mistakes were probably related to the level 1, I think. I think you could maybe, especially if you're playing again with the support that's not like comfortable with the role, you should you could be a bit more like show some leadership, like in the level 1, like come to lane like early with me, like and let's push. Just say at level 1, let's push. Let's try to get to level 2 first. Just help me push. Like that's all you really need to say to any support. I guess that was like a big part of like, I think that was like the weakness of your play in this game. But and also the other one was, of course, like we talked about, the runes and masteries. I could show you if I find something interesting. I think when I last made my room page, I copied just Reckless quite directly actually. Now here's what Reckless is using at the moment in Korean solo queue. He goes for all armor on seals and he goes for attack speed. Actually, this is not even the page I saw him use, but still it's like pretty much what everyone is using at the moment. Yeah. Well, I hope I help you at all. Like, and also the other part, I think, where you maybe need to rethink yeah, what you need to think about is indeed the mid game after the tier 1 turrets or towers are gone at the bot lane. Like, where do you find your farm? Where should I go? But it's not like something you can plan on. Like, it always depends on how easy the mid turret is to take. Like, if you can dive it easily, then of course you just need to show up and maybe do a couple of auto attacks and take the turret down with one dive or something like that. And also I think if you communicate with your support, you could be like pushing the bot lane more after the first tower is gone. Often in my games, I think I really like to try to get the tier 2 down, but of course it's easy for me to say because I'm the one buying the wards. So if your support isn't coming with you and you don't have like room to buy wards or something like that, and then of course it's not easy to try to get that tier 2 turret down. But yeah, you could buy wards yourself as well. And also I like made a warding map today for pushing the tier 2 towers, because I think that's a really important skill to have in solo queue. Oftentimes people just don't know what to do with the advantage, and they think taking down the second tier towers is too hard, or they die trying. So don't be one of those guys. So here is the map I made. I think it's pretty easy to understand, but yeah. And if you have any questions, just ask me. Yeah, I think it's even as AD carry, you should find space to buy those 2 wards. There's no way you will have 6 full items. Like, I don't think you need to sell the Doran's blade or something like that. You just sell the potion or something like that. Oh yeah, and another one was like buying mana potions during laning phase. Like, I do it on a lot of AD carries, especially like Corki and Caitlyn, and those are the 2 AD carries I like to play most. I think Corki and Caitlyn. So I like to get like 1 mana potion usually when I return, if I have the money for it, because it will really help to like create advantage. Most of the times I think I would get a dagger. It depends on like how far you are ahead. Like, if you're already like BF sword ahead or something like that, or you have like Sheen and Phage, like, then it might be alright to get ward instead of the dagger, just to get like the snowball going. If you're like snowballing real hard, I don't think you need to buy like 1 dagger. It's not a game changer usually. But then again, it might be just possible to get the dagger and maybe go push mid lane instead, and then you wouldn't even need to buy the wards maybe. It's all like highly situational always, I think. Well, if it's, I don't know, like if it's a matchup where, like, let's say in that previous game, I don't think there was like many opportunities for you to trade at all, because first of all Blitzcrank got chunked, and then he can do nothing to help you trade at, like, if you get attacked by both Syra spells and Draven auto attacks, you just die instantly. Like this, there's no trade, it's just free deaths for enemy, like, I mean free kills for enemy. Like, you just have to use your head, like, can I really get those trades? If the Draven is like going for CS and the Syra is like not in range, of course then you could maybe punish the Draven while he's like cooling down with his auto attack. So it's just something like something you need to think about, and something that comes with practice. Like, I think easiest time to win trades, I mean easiest way to win trades in bot lane is to first of all beat the lane that's pushing harder. If you have minion advantage, you probably need to spend less time attacking minions anyway, and if the enemy retaliates, your minions will hurt them more than their minions will hurt you. So, and also you wanna learn to punish enemy when they go for CS, especially as support. It's oftentimes the often the way I get to land Nami bubbles and other spells like that when the enemy AD carry goes for CS. Like, then they have to stand still for a while, and it's so easy to hit them, punish them. Yeah, with Corki versus Caitlyn, it's like if the Caitlyn has like the lane pushing against you, and she has mana for spells and shit like that, then it's really not possible to trade with her. Like, you need to be the one who pushes harder. You need to start pushing harder at level 1, and if you have the lane at like pushing slightly, or the lane is even, then you can like probably easily trade with Caitlyn. But then again, if the Caitlyn is really good and makes good use of her spells and has mana for that, then you probably can't even reach her that well. So it's just like common sense and feeling the game, like feeling how good your opponent is, like. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please follow, and if anyone has replays that they want me to review, I will gladly do it for you. So yeah, thanks again, and thanks for watching.